on this Thanksgiving Eve, we are thankful for a lot of things, right, Doc? And one of them is being able to get an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. With that in mind, I took my flat cap and did some work at Scully's Publick House, a great Irish pub and restaurant located by the Gateway Plaza, only 3 blocks from the Rock. Owners Mike and Dave then served me up some delicious Irish fare. Now, I was pretty tired, Doc. That wasn't easy. And then all of a sudden, here comes Mike with some Irish version of Irish French fries, cheddar cheese and bacon. How delicious was that? Especially I added a little ketchup. And then the old standards, great shepherd's pie and some incredible, and I do mean incredible, beef stew. And that guy can eat. And so he loves it.
When are you and Diane having Thanksgiving? You won't be ready to eat. You'll still be full.
Well, that was
to ship. It's food time.
As part of tonight's Chico Eats, we took the winners of the Devils Frozen Over Super Prize Raffle for a trip around the Rock. First, the visit to the announcer's booth to check out the equipment and the telestrator. That's Skylar there, working the telestrator beautifully, much better than I do. Then it was time for Skylar to test some Mucho Nachos along with his dad. We finished it off as Skylar just liked it plain, just salsa, none of the hot sauce, none of the frilly stuff. And then, of course, what better way to finish off any meal than with some chocolate ice cream. And Skylar was very generous. He shared it with Chico, said I could give you a couple bites, but not too many. And there we finish off with an autograph. But congratulations to Skylar and his father and to many of the other winners of that fine raffle. It was a good deal for season ticket holders. And we've had people up in the booth. And quite honestly, as you know, Doc, it'd be nice to have everybody up here, at least for one game.
Yeah,
just to get a look at how hard we work, so they really could have appreciate for what we go through.
They might feel the opposite after they've seen all of this.
Yeah,
we are
right.
Very well taken care of here.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Coffee, please.
Yes. Well, yeah, we're going to need it here in the third. We have.
As part of the Devils Frozen Over promotion, the Gasparro family of Don, Dominic, Vince, and their buddy Connor got a chance to visit the booth and do a little play-by-play, and then it was off to Villa Fresh. And with all the choices available, the boys went for the basic, the cheese pizza. I tried to talk them into that. That is called the Villa Dog, yummy, yummy. But they didn't want that. No, they were going to just stick with the old safe cheese pizza. I had to put a little ketchup and mustard on it, and then we just filled our faces. Yummy. And it was a good time, once again.
You never fail at these spots, do you?
No.
And I'm impressed there's no mustard or ketchup on your suit. You did fine. You kept it neat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now we've.
Well, my buddy Jimmy Brown, who I've known for 21 years, said, hey, I want to take you to a special restaurant. So we walked a couple blocks from the Rock, and it's a wonderful restaurant called Jay's. Harry and his wife Diane started it way back in 1969, and there's a young Harry, and he's just a great host. And we had some terrific food. Francis, who you saw earlier, I had the great barbecue chicken. I had collard greens, fried corn, and that was good sauce. But the topping, Doc,
look at that.
And I got recommended this dessert from some of the camera people, apple cobbler with ice cream, and that is so good.
You make it look so good because you're enjoying it like that. And did you bring any for us?
I didn't.
But
I didn't.
Enough guys on the camera crew, you're right. and they know good food. They're like the truck drivers on the interstate. If they go to a place, it's a good spot.
That's where I got the tip. And
Chico Eats anyway, or maybe there is music. Go ahead there, man.
well, usually our Chico Eats are well planned out, or at least they're planned out. I don't know how well they are, but sometimes they're just impromptu. So Sunday, as you know, a big game in Minnesota, Vikings versus the Giants, and who shows up? I can't get away from that camera when I'm eating, no matter how hard I try. The handheld guy covering the Giants Viking game spots me in the crowd. I got a big mouthful, but I was so excited because there's the cheer. Skol, Vikings, go! And then next to me, Jake Wisniewski and Tommy Meberg there. And then we certainly need those hats, Doc. It was minus 17 or 15 when the game started, but it was a nice warm feeling inside as the Vikings tromped those Giants. And that's all I want to say about the game.
Well, that was very popular of you to say around here.
I know. I felt bad for the Giants, but the brats were terrific, but no better than you get right here at the Rock. And we're taking Chico Eats on the road to Montreal Saturday night.
Okay.
Friday night was a special night for Chico Eats. I got to share it with two lifelong friends and Devils fans from South Jersey. And we decided on Jimmy Buff's. It's up at section 118. We didn't know what we wanted. Of course, it revolved around hot dogs. We had one double, Doc, as you see being made there, and then two singles. But the food was great. You get some potatoes in there, and then you could see that big one there in my left hand. Do I need this? Do I want it? Yes, but no, I've got to be a good host, and I gave it to Big Tom. And Joe and I then filled up some ketchup on our sandwiches. And these guys have been together and came to a Devils fan when they were just like a few 10 years old, Doc. They came up to the old arena, and they're living in Flyerland, and yet they became Devil fans and continue to this day. They're season ticket holders, and they were part of that the winning group of the Frozen Over contest that they had. So hot dogs.
There should be a reward for being a Devils fan in Flyer country.
That's right.
There's a lot of pain associated with that, and there's a lot of chances to gloat too.
Oh, that's right. There's an upside to be. I would hope.
Well, all of us on the NSG crew have had the pleasure of working with Chico Resch for years, and we've learned one indisputable fact, that he's here for the good of mankind, especially when it includes a caloric intake. And it's rare for the pregame to have an edition of Chico Eats, but this is a special one, my friend. Why don't you tell us why?
Well, you know, Steve, with the Devils having so many injuries, I want to help out wherever I can. So I thought, well, maybe I'll head over to Morristown in the Goriab Center for children and maybe become a doctor. I got the mask for it, but I exchanged that mask for the one underneath. And I thought, I think I can do this. And, you know, I just needed a willing patient. And there's Josiah. She said, sure, I'll give you a shot, see what you got. She wasn't feeling too well. But she trusted me at first until I did this, Steve. I said, I'll take your heartbeat. And she says, you're a little high. And then the temperature, it doesn't go in the ear, she told me. So I was failing in a hurry, but I knew I could nail this one. This you're supposed to blow up, but not with your mouth. But she's still smiling. But then I realized, you know what, that's not for me. I got to go back to my roots, and that's food. So we had a contest. They got really good food there. There is Jeff from the MSG. He's the chef, and he supplied some food, as did the executive chef at Morristown. They have great food there, and we were going to have a taste test to find out. Now, Robert, a patient, he was going to help me. He didn't want me to know which one he was giving me till after. That was a little tough to get down as well, Steve. I had to wash it down. And then it was the executive chef from Morristown. But again, I don't know this at the time, but that was pretty smooth. That was very, very good.
That's a longer finish on that chicken finger, isn't there?
It was, but it wasn't over yet. You know, maybe maybe there was something that the chef from MSG could come up with that would beat the executive chef. So we tried a wrap. And everybody loves wraps. And there again, that was a chicken wrap. I should have had the mask lower and covered my mouth as badly as I'm eating on this one, but it was okay, you know. And then the one from Morristown.
I think I see the way you're leaning right now. I don't know if this is a 2-horse race.
Well, Robert was going to be a part of it because he was there eating the food on a daily basis, so I took his input as well. Yeah, it was all right, you know. It was a little bit smoother. You know, there again, getting a little sloppy.
There you go.
And then, of course, they both make milkshakes. I got a great job, Steve. So I had the milkshake from MSG. It was a little light, just a little bitter taste, but the milkshake from Morristown Hospital. That was good. So now, Robert and I had to get together, discuss it. We wanted to be fair. He was telling me which food was from where, and we were going to declare a winner. And the winner is Morristown Hospital. Congratulations.
You do get around. That was fun. And thanks to all the cooperation for the folks at Morristown. Time for you to get ready for the game. Time for me to come back with Rob Ray. Buffalo Sabre for 13 years. We'll talk about what the Sabres are going through, what they've accomplished to lead their division. We're 2/3 of the way through. This is Devils Game Night, live from Buffalo. Back in just a moment.
Some special guests last night. Mark and Beatrice joined me for a Chico Eats. Now, Beatrice, she's from France. I don't like ice cream, but I'll help you make a nice chocolate and vanilla twist for my husband, Mark. So I set out to try and learn this trade. I love that swirling chocolate and vanilla together. And so I put a little bit of vanilla in there, slopped in a little chocolate. I don't know if that was my fault, but that wasn't very smooth. And then you get a spoon, then you twist it around, right? Isn't that the way you make the chocolate vanilla twist? Well, I said, Mark, here you go. How do you like it? That was the reaction. So Beatrice with the female touch saying, Chico, come on. It's already pre-made. Now that was smooth. And it looked good as well. Beatrice will have a job anytime she wants at the Carvel here at the Rock. And Mark and Beatrice, thanks for helping out and enlightening me. And I don't think I'd be employed though, Steve, not after that.
I think you tried too hard. You got to let the swirl come to you. I did this for a few summers back in my teens. I did, yeah. I was accused of making the cones too big though. So after the second year, I was done.
Quality control.
True story, unfortunately. Anyway, 3-1.
Was it Italian ice or was it a soft?
The soft drop, yeah. Oh, the frozen? That's the easiest thing.
Yeah, and it might be, well, especially the Italian ice. Can't beat that.
3.
A special on the road, Chico Eats. And how about that? Brian Burke, Burkie's Doghouse. And boy, do they have some gourmet hot dogs. I wasn't happy. He's also got a t-shirt. But how about this? I went with a maple dog. Now get this. You got the steam bun. You got the hot dog that's cooked in maple syrup water. And then you got beans that are also filled with maple syrup. Your mouth's starting to water. And then you get a little bit extra here with the bacon that's also cooked, Doc, in maple syrup. If you love maple syrup, and most Canadians do, this is a great creation. This is the only thing I didn't like. How about this? Burkie's got his own t-shirt to rival me, but here's the funny thing is as I'm starting to do this, you're not going to believe what's about to happen. This is not staged, and that is a one good dog. And then who shows up? Brian Burke on his way to an interview. Says, hey, don't be getting anything on that t-shirt. That's my representative. And see, he said, I'll give you one of those. So it was a great time. And if you ever get up to Toronto, there's lots to do. But make sure you stop at the Burkie's Doghouse, Doc, for the best hot dog in Canada.
Well, I'm looking for the bag because I saw you put up 5 fingers. That means you ordered 5 of them. Right?
Just
Where are
two.
the Oh,
Just two that night.
Okay.
Hey, for tonight's Chico Eats, we were invited by longtime season ticket holder George Nord to Suite 223, where George and 48 of his friends and family were treated to a suite as part of the Devils' Frozen Over contest. The best part of the suite is the food, of course. Hamburgers, great pizza, and you got about 3 or 4 different places you can eat it. We're enjoying a hamburger in one spot, dishing it off to some of the youngsters there. And then we went and sat up front, and you can eat there. But the best part was eating outside watching the game, except what do we have here? How did he get in? Canadians fan. We had to deal with that. But just a great night. I want to encourage fans, if you can get 20 friends or so, and it's not real expensive, just a little bit more than the top seat in front of us here, but it's just a great way to spend a game and a night watching the Devils and having some fun with your friends. So what do you think, Doc?
You did have a good time, didn't you?
Oh, we did. It was fun. I don't know how that Canadian fan got in there, though. I thought they had a guard at the door screening against Canadians. And
Well, they need a guard here, at least for the start of this period. It is a 1-1 tie, and it is now that Sean Avery is loading up the ear of Clarkson.
well, you know, Doc, all of us, including the players, are here because of the fans, and I want to thank the fans for their support with this Chico Eats. Our producer Roland Dratch had an idea to do some Chico Eats around this new building, The Rock, that first year, and it's growing and growing. And now we have 3 distinct t-shirts. This is the latest one. If you buy one, just come and see me anytime. I'd be happy to sign them. And let's see, am I aging as these t-shirts go along?
You're developing a 3rd and 4th chin. No, no, I'm only kidding. You know.
See, that's why it's just from the head up. We don't want to go from the belly up, or that could be expanding.
No.
But that's
You
been a
have
lot
done
of fun.
remarkably well not to gain weight while you're doing all these shows inside here and outside. End of second, Montreal leading Philadelphia 1-0. Mid-second, Rangers 4, Tampa Bay Lightning 0 in the 2 games of decided interest in the Eastern Conference.
Tonight, no Chico Eats, but with a little help from the Devil's Dancers, we're going to show you something else, and that is Chico Eats. In every game at 6:30, there's a Verizon GDX pep rally, and I got a chance to try Verizon's newest phone, the GZ1, which you're going to see in a minute. You can pop it in the water. Well, you wouldn't want to do that, but if it fell in the water when you were in a pool or on a boat, that's okay. And then they had the text message competition, and I didn't do so well on my own, but got a little help. And then we had to kick our heels up, and this is what the Devils need to do. And fortunately, it didn't last too long, Steve, because I was into my last kick when they said, all right, we're done.
Now, I think I know you well enough to know you're not the world's busiest texter, are you?
No, I agree with you there, Steve. You were absolutely right.
You have the least amount of practice going into that.
That's right.
Anyway, more serious matters. The hockey game is 1-0 in favor of St. Louis, 15 seconds into period number 3.